guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you some fun indoor activities that you can do when you absolutely can't go outside. Today's video is a collaboration hosted by another Ashley over at Joyful Noise Learning, so make sure you check out her channel and check out the playlist so you can get tons of ideas for this long stretch of winter that we're about to go into. Now, we live in the South, so it doesn't get super cold. So the first thing I want to say before I get into the indoor activities is that if you can get outside, go outside. Like, a lot of people think if it's cold, if it's raining, if it's too hot, that you just absolutely can't go outside. And I think that is just, I don't know, I think it's kind of silly. I've learned to appreciate the outside. And I actually read a quote from somewhere that said there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. And I totally agree with that. So if you must do things indoors, I'm going to give you some ideas, but get outside. Have the appropriate clothing. If it's raining, get your rain boots and your raincoat. If it's cold, bundle up. I know there are times when you just absolutely can't go outside, like if there's a thunderstorm or things like that where it's just not safe. And so we're going to talk about those days when you absolutely cannot get outside. And the reason why I wanted to join this collaboration is because I have a 12-year-old, and a lot of the things that I see on the internet are for families that have smaller children. And trust me, I understand what it's like to be inside with little bitty kids because I taught kindergarten for a very long time, and there was nothing worse than a day that we were not allowed to go outside because it was either too cold, because we did have like a temperature that it had to be before we could go out, or if it was too rainy, or the playground was muddy, whatever it may be. I know what it feels like to be stuck inside, and it's great to have some ideas that you can bring out on those days to help you survive, help the kids survive. But I wanted to do it from the perspective of a parent with an older child. I do want to tell you, parents of these young children, it's going to get better. They're going to get older, and they're going to be able to entertain themselves so much better that you won't even have to worry about it. But there are still days that my son will come to me and he'll be like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. And so that's what I wanted to share. I also wanted to talk to my parents of only children because I only have one child. And you're their playmate. You're their playmate sometimes when they don't have anybody else to play with. And so it's good to have things in your back pocket that you can pull out on those days that they still need you and want connection with you. So let's get into some things that we do at our house. Now remember, I'm pretty laid back and relaxed, and so some of these things may bother you and you're like, you are crazy for even mentioning that. But these are some things that we do. So we'll start with the kind of low-key things that I like to have on hand to the house for my son to use. And the first thing is art supplies. We like to keep his desk full of art supplies, and we don't spend a lot of money. I'm not saying go out and buy the most expensive art supplies. We love the Artist Loft brand at Michael's. They're like $5, and you can get a variety of stuff. I mean, he doesn't do art for a living, so I don't have to spend a ton of money on art supplies, but he does like art, and those are good things to have around for your kids on days they can't go outside. So we just have on his desk and in his drawers, we have colored pencils, we have a variety of markers, and then we also have a variety of sketchbooks. Some days he wants something little like this, and then other days he prefers the bigger one. And like I said, these were both $5 at Michael's. And it's just blank pages. This was his last drawing that he worked on. And then this is another sketchbook. I get these a lot at Walmart. They're like $2.97, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to have art supplies on hand for your older kids. And I think he likes the sketchbooks because he can keep everything in one place. He doesn't have loose papers going everywhere. He likes having the sketchbooks. So he also has some pencils. He has some paint, which he doesn't normally touch paint. He wants pens and markers and things like that. So definitely check out Artist Loft at Michael's if you're looking for some cheap things to have around the house. So let me look at my list. I wrote some things down that we do. I didn't want to get off track. So art is very low key. It's going to keep your kids calm, and it's good for those older kids. Another thing that we like to do together on days that we can't get outside is we like games. We're not like into Monopoly and things like that because we don't like anything that takes too super long, but let me share some of my favorites that we really like. We do like Sushi Go. It's awesome and a lot of fun. This game is hilarious. If you're looking for a fun family game that most of your kiddos are going to be able to play, the emoji game is a lot of fun. My husband even really likes this game. We also like this game. Now my dice, it comes nice and neat. All the colors are arranged, but we play it all the time and we just throw the dice back in there. But it's called Tenzi and it's just a fast-paced game. It's really good for if you do have the younger kiddos. It's good for that recognition of how many you have, because you have to get 10 of the same number. You choose the number and you have to get 10 of the same number. So it's a lot of fun and it's very fast-paced. We love the Top Trumps games. We started playing Top Trumps because they go very well with our curriculum, which is Gather Round. And I've been buying them off of Amazon. They're about $10. But I was in the Dollar Tree a couple days ago and I found some. I found the World's Tallest Buildings and I found the Who's the Deadliest. These are fun and even your smallest kids can play this game. And you can play it together as a family and it's just a fun card game. But our all-time favorite, if you're going to buy anything that I recommend, this is our all-time favorite game, and it's called Avocado Smash. Now, there is absolutely no learning involved in this game. Like, this is just for fun, but it is so much fun. There's a lot of smashing with your hands. You holler out guacamole. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. So this is the one I recommend more than anything, and it's pretty easy to learn how to play, and we love playing this as a family. So get out those games on those days that you can't go outside. Now, another thing we like to do, and you may not be really big on video games, but in our house we're pretty laid back about technology and video games, and that's something you can even save for one of those days. If you don't like to have it throughout your week and on pretty days, then save videos and technology and video games for those bad weather days. Because one thing we really love to do together is to play the Wii. You'll see it right there. It's in my bedroom. We play the Wii, and I know that's kind of like an older system. It's not super old, but it's older. We love to play Wii Sports. We like to do Just Dance. Those are fun for all ages, and it's a good way to get that energy out when you can't go outside. We also enjoy playing Fortnite together. I've mentioned that before. I'd been playing with my son on mobile for a long time, and then they had some issue with Apple. So for Christmas, I got a Nintendo Switch so that I could play with him. That's one of the things we really love doing together, and we love spending time together doing that. So join in and play those video games with your kids on those days that you can't get outside. It'll be really special for them. They really like it when you take an interest in what they like. And so we have a lot of fun playing Fortnite together. So maybe save video games for bad days. Another thing that we like to do in our house, as you can see behind me, we love Legos. They're pretty much in every part of our home. They take over all the space that we have because my son loves them. So you can do Lego challenges. There are tons of printables on Pinterest and on Teachers Pay Teachers. There's even Lego challenge calendars where you can challenge your kids to build things, or if you just have a lot of random pieces or a new set, you can get those out on the days that you can't get outside. Now, this one you may think I'm absolutely crazy, and you're probably thinking, no, that would never happen in my house, but give it a try. We love to have Nerf gun battles in our house. We don't have anything in our home that's like super breakable, super important. I just don't buy things like that. And so it doesn't bother me to have a Nerf gun battle in our house. Our only rule is that you cannot hit neck and above. Like, you can shoot anywhere else, but not at somebody's face. And we really enjoy it. My husband loves it. When my sister-in-law comes to town, she lives in Miami, she loves it, and my son loves it. And it's fun. You grab your gun, you grab you up some bullets, you go hide if you need to, and it is a lot of fun. Now, if you think that's too extreme, because we do find bullets way after our Nerf gun battle, we'll find them hiding in the blinds or under the couch, and we just get them and put them up. Like, it's not a big deal. If that's too extreme for you, another thing that we like to do is to make targets, and we hang them on our front door. We have a pretty long hallway from our front door to our living room, And so we'll make targets. Sometimes it'll be targets with numbers on them, and we'll try to beat each other's score. We have used Nerf guns to learn sight words. We've used Nerf guns to do math problems. There's tons of ways to use Nerf guns in your house and change up how you're learning and things like that. So if a Nerf gun battle's a little too much for you, and I understand, it could get a little out of hand, then maybe just try setting up targets, or you could even turn over cups. We've turned over cups before and sat them on our landing of our steps, and we've shot them. And so you don't have to do it all the time, but maybe try it just once and see if you like it. So using Nerf guns in the house can be fun. Just try it, I'm telling you. Now, the last thing that I want to recommend, and we don't do this very often, but my son likes it, and he's the one who kind of got us started doing it at home. It actually came from a scary movie, and it's kind of creepy in the scary movie, but when you play it in your house, it's not that creepy. It's called the clapping game, and it's kind of like hide and seek, but a little more challenging. So what'll happen is one person's going to close their eyes, the other person is going to go hide, and you get 3 claps. And so once that person goes to hide, the person closing their eyes will say first clap, and the person will clap, and you try to move towards that sound. And then you'll say second clap, and they'll clap again, and you try to find them before the 3rd clap. And yes, it's really creepy. If you've ever seen The Conjuring, that's where it comes from. But it's a fun game. It's called the clapping game, and we like to play it. So those are some things that we do. Now remember, my son's 12, so I wanted to try to hit those older kids. So those are some of the things we do on days that we absolutely can't get outside, or we just don't want to go outside. Those are the things that we like to do. Let me know in the comments below some things you do if you have older kids, or if you just say, go find your own thing to do. Which is what I do sometimes, because being bored is okay. But I do like to join in and have fun too. So let me know in the comments below, what do you do inside your house when you can't get outside? Share those things with me. Remember to go check out the playlist, check out Ashley's channel, Joyful Noise Learning. And as always, thank you so much for watching.